Hey guys, Lewis Johnson here, and I have put together some information about taking care of your shutters. Stay tuned and watch the end of this video because the end of it is the most important thing that gets neglected by painters or whoever installs your shutters. And I'm going to show you what you can do to preserve them, and it's also going to show what you can do if they are deteriorating, as far as caulking them up in the areas that really need to be paid attention to. Also, I've put together some other videos that you can find on YouTube under Lewis Johnson 711. It's one word, small caps, and the number 711. If you want to subscribe, I'm going to be putting together some good information. This pertains to wooden shutters. If you're fortunate enough to have wooden shutters, they're very expensive, and you want to take care of them if you have wooden shutters. So anyway, enjoy the information, and be on the lookout for my soft wash system that is going to be coming out soon. So wooden shutters are very expensive, and if they are not painted and prepped properly, they will rot. As you can see has happened here, that the bottom is rotted and fell out. This is a nail hole this is a concrete nail that was not sealed up before it was painted, whereas I'm working on these and I've sealed them there and there with some exterior filler. But this can be repaired. One thing you can do here is you can cut this out a bit, and then you can take a piece of tape like Gorilla Tape and stretch it across here and attach it across this way so this shutter pulls up tight, and then use Bondo to press in there, and the Bondo dries in about 5 minutes, and that Bondo will dry around that nail and adhere to the wood and the nail, and that will stay in. So that's something that I'm going to do here in a little while, and this is going to be part 2. I'll show you how I repair that. Then coming over here, I'll show you some stuff that I'm working on. This is the exterior platinum patch that I've been using. This is the first time. I'm using black caulk because I'm going to be painting the shutters black. So really important to fill in any cracks. Like I said, a lot of this could have been avoided over the years. This is Bondo right here. This rotted out a lot and all the way to the bottom. And I did that again with Gorilla Tape and pulled it tight. And then I filled it in right there with some Bondo, and then we'll have to sand that out, and we'll paint that. One thing you can do to keep rot is I caulk the bottom joint of the shutters. I got to get that little spot right there, but I caulk the bottom joints to keep water from rolling down into the back of it or down into the joint. This is a joint, and the water will collect right there, and it will run down into it. And again, this here was starting to get a little wear, so I filled that in, and I filled that in. So, but watch this to the end because I'm getting ready to show you the most neglected part of shutters. Okay, here we have the most neglected part of wooden shutters. And again, wooden shutters are very expensive, so you want to make sure you take care of them. And if you're having them repainted, make sure you get the painter to take care of these type of things. These shutters were probably painted up top at one time, but as you look closely, the paint has beaded off, and this shutter is really exposed to, this is a low shutter on a high side of the house. So this is really exposed, and this wood is really spongy, and it's starting to separate here and starting to crack there. The wood and all, though, is still good. So, but you should do this even with new shutters, what I'm about to show you, and then you paint them. Okay, so what I have done is I have applied the black caulk to the top of the shutter, and all you got to do, it's kind of tricky to do this and film at the same time, is that's why I got the tape there, because you got a little bit of over, it's going to go over. Okay, this will save the shutter, okay, because it is really poor, especially right here. It's just almost a hole right there. Just spread that out, cover it up, and then you're going to want to start wiping off your excess. Just smooth it out with your finger over here on the ends, okay? And while you're doing that, you can go ahead and just get your joints, because there's going to be some, but like I already applied this. Usually I don't have this much left over because I just do it as I go, but you can see how it's filling in the cracks right here. And you get that. And you want to kind of like move the caulk in the direction of the wood, like this way, and then this way, and then down for that vertical board. Over here, smooth this out, get it off. Just take that excess off up there and here. And I got a rag right here, and I get that where that's starting to crack. Just take care of that. Fill it in really good. Make sure this is just how you save your shutters. And you don't want any rises or stuff like that. You want to smooth it out really good. And you also want to make sure you fill in your nail holes. Okay. So, and then I just take my rag up here for any excess. I just wipe it off. And like I said, I'm painting these black. If you're using a dark color, you can get, there's brown caulk and gray caulk and white caulk. So just whatever you need to do. You just touch that up. Now water won't leak into that. I'll probably put a little more in there and a little bit more right here. But that right there is the most neglected part of a shutter in a paint job.